Hey y'all, welcome to my little corner of the internet. You know, creating a home that truly feels like is a journey, not a destination. It's about filling your spaces with things that tell your story, things that bring you joy, and things that, well, just work. But let's be real, sometimes that journey takes a few wrong turns. I'll be honest, some decor decisions looked amazing online, but turned into total disasters at home. From trendy pieces that didn't last a month, to impulse buys that completely ruined my vibe. Here are the decor pieces I deeply regret buying, and what I'd never do again. That's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to sift through some of those not-so-sweet decor moments I've had, the ones that taught me valuable lessons about creating a space that's not just pretty, but also practical and personal. So grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and let's dive into these decor confessions. My hope is that by sharing my missteps, I can help you avoid some of your own, and maybe we can all get a little closer to creating homes that truly reflect who we are and how we want to live. It's all about learning and growing, and making our homes a little more beautiful, one thoughtful decision at a time. All right, let's kick things off with a big one. Literally. I'm talking about oversized wall art. There was this one piece, y'all. It was magnificent online. I saw it and just knew it was. I imagined it making this grand, bold statement in my living room, a real showstopper. I clicked add to cart faster than you can say shiplap, dreaming of how it would anchor the whole space and draw everyone's eye. When that giant box finally landed on my doorstep, it felt like Christmas morning. I wrestled it inside, heart pounding with anticipation. But as I unwrapped it, layer by layer, a little seed of doubt started to sprout. It was big, like really, really big. Once it was up on the wall in my fairly modest-sized living room, it wasn't making a statement. It was screaming. It completely dwarfed the sofa, made the ceilings feel lower, and just swallowed the entire room whole. Instead of feeling grand and inviting, the space felt cramped and out of proportion. That piece, bless its heart, taught me a crucial lesson. Measure your wall, then measure again. It's not just about whether it physically fits, it's about scale and proportion. Bigger isn't always bolder in the right way. Sometimes it's just too much. Now, before I even think about clicking buy on a piece of art, I'll grab my measuring tape, maybe even use some painter's tape to mark out the dimensions on the wall. Oh, throw pillows. They seem so innocent, don't they? Little pops of color and texture that can just liven up a sofa or a bed. I used to be a real sucker for trendy throw pillows. I'd see them in magazines or perfectly styled showrooms, velvet green one week, hot pink faux fur the next, then a bold animal print that screamed, "Look at me!" And for a little while, they did look amazing. But then, a few weeks would go by, and the magic would start to fade. The problem was, these trendy pieces often had a very short shelf life in my home. Let's talk about what's underfoot, shall we? Rugs. Goodness, I've learned some hard lessons about rugs. There was a time when I thought I was being so clever by opting for budget-friendly rugs. I'd see a stylish pattern or a trendy color at a super low price and think, score, I can get the look for less. Spoiler alert, I wasn't being smart. I was just setting myself up for disappointment. Those cheap rugs, y'all, they were a constant source of frustration. The shedding, oh my word, the shedding. It was like having an extra pet in the house, but one that only left behind endless fluff and fibers. No matter how much I vacuumed, there was always more. And it wasn't just the shedding. Those budget rugs just didn't hold up. The corners would start to curl up, creating a tripping hazard and just looking plain sad. The fibers would get matted down quickly in high traffic areas, making the rug look old and worn out within months. Instead of making my space feel cozy and pulled together, they often made it feel, well, cheap. Chapter 4. Clutter Catastrophe. The Art of Letting Your Decor Breathe. You know that feeling when you walk into a room and your eyes just don't know where to land? There's just stuff everywhere. Well, I used to be a bit guilty of creating that exact feeling in my own home. I had this notion that more decor equaled more style. If a surface was empty, I felt an almost irresistible urge to fill it with something. A vase here, a stack of books there, a little trinket, another candle. I thought I was layering and creating interest. What I was actually doing was creating clutter. My shelves were packed, my coffee table was a landscape of carefully arranged, or so I thought, objects, and every nook and cranny had something tucked into it. Instead of looking curated and stylish, my home started to feel busy and a little bit suffocating. There was no room for anything to breathe, no place for the eye to rest. It was visual overload, and honestly, it started to make me feel a bit anxious in my own space. I remember looking at photos of beautifully designed rooms, the kind that feel calm and serene, and wondering what their secret was. And then it hit me. It wasn't just about what they had in the room, but also about what they didn't have. They had negative space. Chapter 5. Faux pas foliage. When lifelike is anything but. Oh, the allure of the maintenance-free plant. I love the life and freshness that greenery brings to a space, but let's be honest, I haven't always had the greenest of thumbs. So naturally, I turned to faux plants. I thought, this is perfect. All the beauty, none of the responsibility. I envisioned lush, vibrant foliage gracing my shelves and corners, bringing the outdoors in without any watering schedules or worries about sunlight. What could go wrong? Well, it turns out not all faux plants are created equal. In my early enthusiasm, I scooped up a bunch of artificial plants that, to put it mildly, looked, well, fake. Really fake. We're talking shiny plastic leaves, unnaturally bright colors, and stems that look like they came straight from a toy factory. Chapter 6. The Thematic Tangle. Weaving a cohesive story in your home. Have you ever walked into a home where every room feels like it belongs to a different person, or even a different era? For a while, that was kind of my house, if I'm being totally honest. I used to shop for decor like I was collecting souvenirs on a whirlwind trip around the world. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'd see a cute piece, something that caught my eye for whatever reason, and I'd bring it home without really thinking about how it would fit with everything else. My living room might have had a touch of modern farmhouse, while the bedroom leaned a bit bohemian, and the hallway had some random, quirky pieces that didn't quite belong anywhere. Each item was lovely on its own perhaps, but together? It was a bit of a jumble. There was no common thread, no cohesive story tying it all together. The result was a home that felt a little confused and mismatched, lacking that sense of harmony and intention that I really craved. It's like trying to write a book with a different genre for every chapter. It just doesn't flow. Your home tells a story about who you are, and when the elements are all speaking different languages, that story can get muddled. Chapter 7. The Scroll to Sorrow Saga. Resisting the siren song of social media buys. Oh, those social media ads. You know the ones I'm talking about, right? They pop up in your feed, looking absolutely dreamy. A perfectly styled room, a unique piece of decor you've never seen before, an incredible price that seems too good to be true. They are so expertly crafted to catch your eye and make you think, I need that in my life. And I'll admit it, y'all, they got me. More than once, I'd be scrolling innocently, and suddenly, there it was. The perfect lamp, the cutest set of shelves, or a gadget that promised to revolutionize my home organization. The pictures were always stunning, the product looked high quality, and the reviews, if they showed them, were glowing. In a moment of weakness, fueled by that instant gratification impulse, I'd click buy now, imagining how this amazing find would transform my space. Outro: Finding your true north in decor. Well, there you have it, friends, a peek into some of my biggest decor blunders and the lessons they've taught me. Decor is all about trial and error, but some mistakes are avoidable. If you're building your dream space, don't just follow trends. Create a home that works for you. Choose quality over hype, cohesion over chaos, and always measure your walls. It's about making your home a true reflection of your heart, a place where you feel completely at ease and surrounded by things that bring you genuine joy. Remember, your home is your story.